Does a poor posture affect your bladder control? So, to answer this question, yes, a poor posture can affect your bladder control. So, before I jump into the topic, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids, now moms who work in high stress executive jobs, manage the aches and pains that come with pregnancy, with their motherhood journey, well, probably from pregnancy, from childbirth, the early toddler years, or a little later with their younger kids. Now, this could range from neck pain, back pain, heel pain to a poor posture leading to incontinence or a weak bladder control, and many other problems that come with being a mom now, and especially a busy working mom. So, this is where I come in and give you the solutions and give you simple tips and strategies that you can implement into your daily routine so that you don't have to go looking out for these solutions. Or if you are at that end of the spectrum where you have looked for every solution, you've done Google searches till 2 a.m. in the morning and you haven't found anything, this is where I come in to give you these simple strategies and tips which you can fit into your everyday busy schedule. You don't have to take out a chunk of your time for these. All right, so going into our topic for today, does a poor posture affect your bladder control, or does poor posture lead to incontinence? So the answer is yes, but how does this actually happen? Now, usually as mums, even if you've had a C-section or a vaginal delivery, a regular delivery, there is a lot of stresses that happen during your childbirth, during your pregnancy. Even if it's like been a complication free pregnancy, it's your body growing another human, right? So there's a lot of stress on your body there, and most of the times moms get so busy with their babies or the little ones, they don't have time to go through a rehabilitative program or exercises to rehab their pelvic floor muscles. Or else, if you have done that, maybe you have a weak back because you are sitting in a job 9 to 5, you're sitting in static postures, you suffer from back pain. And because of this back pain, you also suffer from a weak core. Now, not sure if you guys know this. I'm sure some of you do, but for those who don't, your pelvic floor muscles are a part of your core muscles. So this basically core muscles are the deeper muscles that are present, the deepest layer of muscles that are present around your spine, and these are the ones that run from like vertebra to vertebra, and they're like smaller muscles that basically provide stability to your spine. So you have your diaphragm right under your lungs here, and then you have the pelvic floor at the bottom, and on the sides you have the deeper abdominal layer, right? So it's like a cylinder, your core is like a cylinder there. So if your base of this core, that is the base of the cylinder, the pelvic floor muscles are weak, the whole core tends to be weak in general. So what happens is once your pelvic floor muscles are weak, you will not be able to um, recruit these muscles. Okay, let me put this in simpler terms. Suppose you want to go to the washroom, but it is a little distance away. By the time you get to the washroom and you actually sit down to do your job, to pass urine, you've had a little bit of a leak. Now, why this happens is because your pelvic floor muscles are not strong enough to hold the neck of the bladder closed so that it doesn't have any leakage. Okay. Now, if your pelvic floor muscles are weak, they are not able to hold the urine in, and there will be leakage. So obviously there'll be incontinence, right? I mean, there are different kinds of incontinence, but this is like a very simplified version of it. So if you have a poor posture, you can have a weak pelvic floor, a weak core, a weak pelvic floor, and that itself can lead to incontinence or leakage of urine or bladder issues. So this is like a very general overview of how a poor posture can contribute to a weak pelvic floor and incontinence bladder issues. However, what can you do about it? So there are two elements that I spoke about. One is your weak core muscles, and the other is your poor posture. So One is that you target do exercises that strengthen your core muscles so you have a stronger pelvic floor so that you do not have these bladder issues. Second is that you work on your posture so you can achieve and maintain a good posture, and that also in turn will give you a better bladder control because your pelvic floor will be stronger. So now how do you do this? Now, there are, if you go onto YouTube, there are lots and lots and lots, I mean, millions of videos out there talking about core, teaching you exercises as well. But if you've never done those before, or maybe you have, but you're looking for simpler ones that you can just put into your daily routine, I have done a free training in my community. It is a free community where I talk about the core. What exactly is it? So, a little more details. This video is very superficial, so a little more details on the core. What can you do? And I show you the exercises and I show you the levels. So, level one, two, three for every exercise. So, depending on where you are, where you are at, you can start with that level of exercise. And I also have done a training in my free community on how you can achieve and maintain a good posture. These are very, very simple tips that you can manifest into your everyday routine to maintain your spine in a neutral position. Now, remember, for something to be effective, it does not have to be complicated. It can be simple. And if you followed me for more than 2 minutes, you know I always talk about simple stuff that you can do on a daily basis. So I will leave a link to my community in the description of this video. If you're watching me on Instagram, the link to my community is in my bio. Once you click on that link, it'll open up a new page. Once you scroll down, you'll see my community. You click on that and join from there. Alrighty, I hope this was useful for you. There are lots of other effects of a poor posture. However, this is one that usually concerns mums the most, and it is the one that is a little bit taboo in some societies and is not spoken about freely and easily as it should be. So yeah, so I thought I'll just put this video out there. If you're one of those moms, hey, I'm with you, and join the free community and I'll help you out there. Alrighty, I'll see you guys next time. If you have any comments on this video, please pop them in. I mean, if you have any questions or comments on this video, please put them in the comment box below and I'll pick it up from there. Alrighty, bye for now.